So let's talk about a platform that's basically become a high-speed engine for creating meme coins on the Solana blockchain. It's called Pump.fun. It's fast, it is definitely chaotic, and well, it's changing the whole game. All right, let's get into it. Just to wrap your head around the sheer scale we're dealing with, look at this number. As of mid-2025, we're talking about over 11.9 million, that's million, unique tokens launched on this one platform. It's just a complete explosion of digital creation. So what is this thing really? At its heart, Pump.fun is a tool that just completely demolishes the barrier to entry for creating a cryptocurrency. I mean, forget needing to be a developer or understanding complex code. Here, literally anyone with a Solana wallet and an idea, whether it's brilliant or terrible, can launch their own token in just a few minutes. And the secret sauce to how it all works is this thing called a bonding curve, which, don't worry, we're going to break that down in a second. Okay, so to really understand this whole phenomenon, here's our game plan. We're going to start with how you actually make a coin, and then how you trade it. We'll dive into the pretty wild world of live streaming on the platform, and then we've got to face the very, very real dangers and red flags before we get to our final takeaway. So let's try to put ourselves in a creator's shoes for a minute. You've got a meme, you've got a funny idea, maybe a community you want to build a token for. How hard is it to actually do it?
It's almost ridiculously simple. You just connect your wallet, you pick a name, a ticker symbol, and a picture for your coin. There's even this optional mayhem mode you can click to add some mayhem. And that's pretty much it. You hit the launch button and boom, your token is live on this bonding curve, totally ready for the world to start buying.
But just launching the coin, that's the easy part. To get any kind of success, even if it's just for a few hours, you have to play the social media game. You need a name that grabs people, you have to build up hype, and you absolutely have to talk to the first people who are buying in. In a space like this, trust, or, at least the appearance of trust, is everything. Okay, so we've covered the creator side. Now let's flip the script and look at this from a trader's perspective. You stumbled upon a new coin, you think it might just take off. How do you actually buy it? And more importantly, what's deciding its price? Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because this is the key innovation here. See, unlike traditional crypto trading where someone has to manually create a liquidity pool with a bunch of tokens and cash, Pump.fun uses a bonding curve. Just think of it like an automated formula. Every single time someone buys the token, the price automatically goes up just a little bit. Every time someone sells, it goes down. The money to buy and sell is there from the very first purchase. It's baked right in. And this is a really important point. That bonding curve, it's really just the launchpad. If a token gets enough buzz, enough people buying in, and its total value hits a certain target, it graduates. It actually moves off that starter curve and onto a full-blown decentralized exchange, an AMM like PumpSwap. That's where it can be traded like any other traditional crypto asset. It's kind of like getting called up from the minor leagues to the majors. But just creating and trading tokens, that's only part of the story. Pump.fun has this X factor, this other element that just pours gasoline on the whole fire, integrated live streaming. Yeah, this feature lets the person who created the token go live on video, right there in front of everyone who might buy it. They can build a community in real time, they can shill their coin, and this is the critical part. They get to earn a cut of the fees from every single trade that happens on their token. It's a massive, massive incentive. And this chart just shows you how powerful that incentive really is. After the platform changed its model to give a bigger cut to the creators, the payouts just went parabolic. I mean, get this. One report said creators raked in $2 million in just the first 24 hours of that new system. That kind of money? Well, it gets a lot of people's attention. Which, of course, leads us to the inevitable question. In an environment that is built entirely on speed, hype, and these massive financial incentives, what happens when it all goes wrong? And oh, it does go wrong. Big time. This is where we need to get really serious, because behind all the memes and the fun is a high-stakes world that is just filled with risk. The source material itself gives this super stark warning, and it's one we all need to take to heart. The chance of losing your money on these platforms isn't just high, it is extreme. And this isn't just some theory, right? We have real-world examples. Just take the Gen Z quant incident. A young creator allegedly used their social media influence to pump up the price of their token, got everyone to buy in, and then sold off their own massive stake. The price crashed, of course, leaving all the later buyers with huge losses. That's what people call a soft rug pull. So if you're ever dipping your toes into this world, what are the red flags you absolutely need to watch out for? Well, first, be careful if the creator owns a huge percentage of the coins themselves. Be really wary of projects where the hype feels forced and there's no real community talking. And if a token has absolutely no purpose other than just to be bought and sold, you have to be incredibly careful.
And the danger isn't just coming from bad actors inside the system either. The entire system itself is under a microscope. Regulators are starting to pay very close attention, with some reports saying the UK's financial authority has already banned access to the site entirely. And that signals a future that could be very messy with legal and regulatory fights. So, where does all this leave us? How do you sum up a platform that is, at the same time, a groundbreaking opportunity and an arena of extreme, undeniable risk?
It really boils down to this two-sided coin. For creators, yeah, it's the simplest way to launch a token that's ever been built, but it comes with massive risks to your reputation and potentially legal risks. And for traders, it's like a fire hose of new tokens with the potential for huge gains, but the danger of insane volatility and getting rug pulled is always there, and it is extremely high. Ultimately, the most important thing to get your head around is this. What's happening here is not investing, not in any traditional sense. It's this brand new, strange hybrid, a mashup of social media culture, the live streaming creator economy, and just raw, unfiltered, high-speed financial speculation. And it absolutely has to be treated that way. Which leaves us with a final question that honestly goes way beyond just Pump.fun. In a world where technology lets anyone create anything instantly, from an AI picture to a new cryptocurrency, the responsibility really shifts onto us. How do we, as users, as traders, as creators, how do we learn to tell the difference between something that's genuinely new and innovative and something that is just pure manufactured hype?